Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of my MotoGP 20 career mode. And today we are here for another race. This time we are here for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring, a race that I'm not looking forward to because I hope they've patched it, because if they haven't, just like the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring, I'm expecting a lot of crashes to happen. But we'll see if that has changed, as there has been a couple of patches over the last couple of days. Either way, if you guys missed the last episode at Brno for the Czech Republic Grand Prix, then go check it out guys. Career mode's changed now, with the recent patches. The difficulty has got a lot harder, and the last couple of races we've been having to go through Q1 to actually make our way into the exciting part of the weekend. So I do recommend checking out the last episode, also the one before that at the Kimi Ring at the brand new Finland GP. But with that being said, we're now going to jump into things here this weekend at Austria. Okay, so here we are then in the career mode menu, and first of all, let's go through a couple of updates. First of all, the championship. You can see we are currently leading by 35 points over Marquez and 70 points over Dovi, and we're now over the halfway point of the season. So things are looking pretty well in that regard. Also worth noting, R&D, we are working currently on an electronic upgrade. As we scroll over here, we are working for a traction control sensor refresh rate increase. So hopefully that will arrive soon. I've got all of my staff working on it, so all 12 members, and that should arrive in about 3 weeks' time. And hopefully we can get that on the bike. I'm also going to start negotiations with a brand new team. So we're going to go to personal manager, and we are going to go into establishment of new teams. And I want to join Ducati Lenovo. I fancy a new project on a Ducati, and I'm going to explain why. So I said it in the last episode. If you haven't seen it, like I said, it'll be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. But the reason I'm doing this is because I'm not happy storyline wise with how this season's gone. We start the season off, we're winning every race because it's too easy, and then suddenly a patch comes in and we're thrown to the back. Now, don't get me wrong, that's perfectly fine, because we should be winning races in Aprilia, and that's a fact. But the fact of the matter is, I don't like the inconsistency in storyline. And also worth noting, the crashes at the Sachsenring, the possible crashes we're going to have this weekend at Austria, and all the little bugs and issues here and there. I'd like to start fresh. So option A is going to be signing with Ducati Lenovo for next season, or we start a brand new career mode fresh once this season finishes, and we start from scratch, hopefully with this team. So those are the two options. So we are going to start negotiating with these guys and hopefully pencil in a deal for next season. But that aside, we're now going to focus on this race weekend. So today we are racing at Austria. Like I said, I'm a little bit concerned about the possible issue with the riders crashing. Also worth noting, it's the end of the riders market window, so looks like nothing is going to happen here. But either way, let's get the weekend underway and let's see how it goes. Right, so we're going to get this weekend underway with the development tests, and I'm going to change the format up a little bit. So pretty much I'm going to get to work on these and hopefully do at least one of them possibly, and I'll get back to you once they're all over, and I'll kind of give you an update once everything's all said and done. So let's jump into it and let's see what happens. Right, well, that's going to put an end to practice. I'm not quick around here through the final corner, but even on a personal best with engine power 2 and soft tyres, we don't have the pace. It's as simple as that. The AI are not super fast, but the programs were impossible. I pretty much did every single practice program and I couldn't do a single one. The thresholds were too difficult. The closest we got was the distance analysis. We was about 2-3 tenths off that, but yeah, the best we can do is a 23.3 lap time wise, which currently puts us not even in the top 10. So we're down in P12. It's looking like a Q1 for us this weekend, as we don't seem to have the pace around here. But when I'm on track and I'm watching other riders, I'm faster than everybody, so I'm not quite sure where these fast lap times come from. But either way, Dovi's setting the pace on the Ducati, as you'd expect around here. Either way, we're done with practice, so if we're going to have to go through Q1, we're going to have to go through Q1. So let's jump into it and let's face the facts. And there we go, into Q1, and we actually are last. So it can't be any worse than that. We can only get better, so we're going to try and improve our pace in qualifying. Good thing is I didn't use all my soft tyres, so I still have plenty of tyres available, so we can definitely improve and hopefully set some good lap time. So let's jump to qualifying and let's see what we can do. Oh, damn it. That's a mistake. I was doing so well. Only 3/10 off. That's the best I've done this weekend by far, lap time wise. But that's going to cost me dearly. That mistake, that stoppy. Final corner, trying to push the limits. It's been a perfect lap through the first 2 sectors, so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to match this lap. But across the line, we go P7, so we lost a bit of time. And we know there's a mistake in the lap, so we can find some time, but that's not going to help. Damn it. I think we're done, boys. I'm repairing the bike. Yep, 40 seconds to go, so we're not even going to get a second attempt. Damn it. Well, that's going to be it for qualifying. That is disappointing, to be honest. I only got 1 lap. That's all we had, and we crashed it. Wow. Okay, that's disappointing. Well, job done for qualifying. We're now going to move into the race. Well, there we go. Qualifying is done, and we are starting the Austrian Grand Prix from last place. Wow, that is a reality check and a half. That is, Franco Morbidelli goes through the 21.9, and also Taka Nakagami joins him. So, I don't think I had pace to go through, but looking at the gaps, I reckon we could have got maybe between Espargaro and Bagnaia in that kind of region. That mistake, that stoppie cost me 3/10, I reckon. So, yeah, I reckon we could have been maybe P5, P4, give or take. But yeah, that would have been the best we could have done. Either way, that is it for qualifying. Disappointing, but hopefully we can pull something out the bag in the race. Right, here we are then on the grid for the Austrian Grand Prix. There is Dovi starting from P1, so he has really hit form, really, since the patch has been released. He's been massively improved. Behind him, Marc Marquez, second place, and he's going to be wanting to try and, pick up some points, because the last 2 races, when the AI have been more difficult for me to beat, somehow I've actually managed to outscore Marquez over the last 2 races, so he's going to be wanting to try and turn that around here today as we look at Joan Mir. But let's look at our own race. So what we are going to do today is tyres are going to be key. Last race, the medium worked beautifully for us. So we are going to go for that one more time and hope it works. And fingers crossed we could try and push. I am expecting a lot of crashes today, so I think we will get positions go our way. So I don't think it's going to be the worst race you'll ever see. Having said that, the target is to still do well. And, crashes aside, I think I can do better than this. And when you're starting from the back, the only way is forward. So very simple. Flat out, and let's see if we can try and get some points. So let's jump into it. Here we go then. First gear selected. 5 lights are on. And it's lights out, and away we go here at the Red Bull Ring. And it's actually a pretty good start from us, to be fair. Happy with that. Into turn 1 we go. Alex Marquez there, just in front of us as we go. We can't turn in because Marquez was on the inside. We do get a relatively decent exit, keeping the front tyre down. We're going to cut underneath the KTM, and also going to try and get past the other KTM of Binder as we make our way up towards turn 3 for the first time. We've got Marquez just in front here, taking it very slowly. Just about hitting the apex. Power down, a little bit of contact in front between a couple of the bikes. As we try to race down towards turn 4, we've got Espargaro on the left. Let's see how late we can go on the brakes here. Into turn number 4, easy does it. Turn the bike in, a little bit late on the turn in there. We pushed the Avintia wide, but we have made our way up to P17, which is great. So, good start from us. Nice and aggressive, and making up the places on these medium tyres as Espargaro there tries to fight his way through, and he does make it stick. Dovi's gone down. The race leader's gone down. There's the first crash. He's taken someone with him. I think he's taken Marquez with him. There's 3 riders down there, so we're now up to P15 and into the points, and this is exactly what I expected around here. It's a shame, but we just got to do what we got to do. As we get very loose through turn 9 there, now into turn 10. Looks like we are going to stay in front for now. Let's see if we have the pace in the race to try and hang on to these guys. Petrucci now is the race leader. Valentino Rossi up to P2 on the M1. As we go on to the start of the second lap. Looks like we've got that Rabat on the inside there. Yes, it is. He's looking for the move on the Ducati, but we'll stay in front for now. We'll cruise up to the back of Espargaro with our straight line speed. Can we get him on the brakes into turn 3? Yes, we can. Very tidy move there on the factory Aprilia. A little bit wide on the brakes. We're on the curb, so Espargaro does go back past, but we're going to try and blast past again, and there we go. This time we do make it stick. Job done. Oh, now Petrucci's gone down. at the exact same corner where Dovi went down. Only him this time as he tries to get back into the track. So we're now up to P13. Seems like that's a bit of an issue for the AI in that particular corner, as we try to hunt down Brad Bindo's had a great race so far on the KTM up into P12. Really good start from him, just lining it up beautifully and really benefiting from the crashes and also timing the overtakes, as now Valentino Rossi, the doctor, leads the way here in this race. I think we can get some big points here today if riders keep going down. We do seem to have pace as Dobby sets a new fastest lap, 23.5, but he's behind us, so he's making his way through the field. Here we go, power mode 2. Let's get past Binder if we can. Up towards turn 3. Stretching our legs. On the brakes. Oh, Binder actually goes back around the outside, to be fair to him. Very nice move. He's actually very good for that hairpin. We do try to get the exit. Power down. Power mode 2 once again. Slipstream. Now we pull to the inside. Can we get it all slowed down into turn 4? Yes, we can. Just about. Job done. Right, P12 for us. Very nice move. Now, can we get past Pecco Bagnaia? Let's see. Let's see if anyone else goes down. Any of the riders into turn number 7, I believe it is. This next left-hander. Looks like everyone's staying on their bikes for now. So that's good to see. Oh, no, I'll say that. Alex Marquez has gone down. Never mind. Right, we're now up to P11 thanks to that. And Dovi's gone down again. Oh, my goodness me. Okay, that's a disaster for him. At the moment, no one went down on that lap for a change. Rossi still leads. And somehow, again, we're going to be on course to outscore Marc Marquez for the 3rd race in succession when we haven't had the pace. I don't know how it keeps happening, but it does. Well, I do think after this, things are going to start to change, as there's no more weird tracks as far as I'm aware. I'm currently keeping up with Bagnaia and Zarco, who are the 2 bikes ahead of us. I don't quite have the edge that much, as we run in a bit hot to turn 3. We have to be careful here and use the runoff just to get back to the track, but I'm struggling to get to the back of these guys. Just got to try and get a clean lap in, and that might just help me out. Oh, Bagnaia goes down right in front of us. There's another position, up to P10 now, into the top 10. Zarco is next up. Can we catch him? We'll find out. The gap has got quite large, but if I can hook up a couple of clean laps, I may have a chance, but they've got to be good laps. And then P9 after that, or sorry, P8 after that is going to be quite tricky to catch up, I feel like. Oh, another one's down. Nakagami goes down, and Zarco as well. 2 more bite the dust. We're now up into the top 8. Behind us, Petrucci's pushing. He's catching back up. But yeah, top 10. We're now up to the top 8 in this race. And Marc Marquez goes down again. Oh my goodness me. Disaster. This is just giving me the championship on a silver platter at the minute, between this and Sachsenring. That was a better lap from me, 24.0, much more on the pace. Meanwhile, up front, and Rossi's still holding on, as is Cal Crutchlow. As we've run in a bit, 1 to turn 1 there, that's not going to help. Oh my god, look at that, Petrucci. I said he was fighting his way back through, and he's absolutely walked past. I'm going to try and keep up with him if I can. If I put him under some pressure, maybe he might crash as well into that usual corner. Wow, struggling to get the front end down there. You can see the difference with the Ducati. Need those anti-wheelie upgrades. Oh, Alex Rins has gone now. Another one bites the dust. He's taken someone with him. There's 2 riders down. Not sure who it is. We'll confirm that over the line. It might be Joan Mir. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it's Joan Mir who's gone down with him. Petrucci has absolutely just vanished. The anti-wheelie upgrade on that bike is working well. But we're now up to P6 in this race somehow. I don't even know how it's happened. Petrucci's flying. He's pumping in 23 zeros every single lap. That was a horrific lap from me there. Up into the 125s. That is not what you want to be doing. But I'm struggling with my tyres. I should have gone for a soft front. I've got no front end on the medium front, which is really hurting me. And there's a few bikes behind who can still get by us. So we're not out of trouble just yet. Oh, Petrucci's gone. There it is. He was pushing flat out every lap to try and recover. And now it's costing. Brad Binder goes down as well. He was right behind us. A bunch of riders go down this lap. Not sure how many riders are left in the Grand Prix, but there's definitely more than the Sachsenring, that's for certain. They've lasted longer in this race. Crutchlow, meanwhile, has taken the lead. He's overtaken Valentino Rossi. And I've set a couple of better laps, to be fair, this time round and last time round. Back into the 24, low 24s. We're solidifying this P6, which would be great points for us, considering we started from the last place. Oh, Tito Rabat's gone down, another one. He was having a great race behind us, but he's also crashed now. Now we are completely by ourselves, no one near us in front or behind, so we're just chilling now in P6. Oh, Valentino Rossi's gone down. He was P2 to be fair, he may still rejoin. He was that far ahead, he may still rejoin off of his crash in front of us. There he is. It's going to be close. We have to avoid him as he rejoins, but we do get in front, and we move up to 4th place now. So there we go. Someone else must have crashed. I didn't even realise. It must have not even appeared on my radar. So we're now up to 4th place in this race. I'm not sure who it was, but there we go. We're P4 now in the Austrian Grand Prix with 2 laps to go. Rossi could still get back past. It depends what kind of pace he has, but one more crash and we're onto the podium. Petrucci's pushing behind 22.6. He's still going after all his crashes. Clearly doesn't have that much damage on the bike. He's in P7, or make that P6 now, so he's going to be pretty close. He can still probably catch us. Oh, there it is. Quartararo's gone down. One of the guys in the lead packers would pick up a penalty there for cutting. That seemed a bit harsh to me, but we moved 0.2 of a second penalty. But Quartararo's gone down, but he's that far ahead. Although, actually, I think he may have DNF'd. There might have been a heavy crash. We're up to P3. I can't see him anywhere, so it must have been a DNF crash for Quartararo. As Crutchlow now leads. Vinales P2, Rossi behind us in P4. But we're now on for a podium in this race if we can bring this home. Petrucci is also flying behind us. He's catching up at a rate of knots as we go on to the last lap of the race here. 22.4 from Petrucci. He is just on another level in terms of pace. The Ducatis around here are so fast. Trying to stay in front of Rossi, though. It's going to be an intense final lap here. We're going to have to work for it. Let's use a bit of power mode too, just to make sure we stay in front. On the brakes, don't overcommit. Oh, that's on the limit, but we do hang on to the bike. Gonna have to shift a second to keep the front tyre down, but Petrucci is right there. Petrux looking for the move. And he does get past Rossi. We're going to try and slow it down for turn 4. It's close. A little bit of contact, but we do stay in front of Petrucci for now. Can we hold on to this podium? That would be an incredible result. As we go through this section now. Petrucci, of course, a lot faster than us. Or will he go down into this next corner? Will Rossi go down? Let's find out. Easy. No one goes down, so it's going to be a race to the finish. We have a messy exit, and Petrucci tries around the outside. We block him off nicely, but he's still there. Got to be careful with fuel. Got to manage that. Into the penultimate corner. One more to go. Can we hold on? Crutchlow wins in Austria. Final corner. Easy on the traction. There we go. Up to the line, and we are going to hold on, and we are going to get a podium in Austria, and that is a great result. Last to third. I will take that. Of course, we did have a penalty, which is a shame, which does give Petrucci a 3rd place finish in the end. But, you know what? I'll take it. Look at that. Alicia Spargro is set at 22.0 as the fastest lap. That is incredible pace. And to be fair, P6 is a great result for him. But Crutchlow is the man who wins here today in Austria. And he deserves it. He stayed on his bike. Vignale is also P2. He stayed on his bike. So that's what you get. Petrucci 3rd. We finished 4th. Rossi 5th. Espargaro 6th. Oliveira P7 for KTM. And then the rest of the bikes are unfortunately no contest / DNF. So yeah, pretty much there's a lot. Marc Marquez does finish at the points again, as does Dovi. So we are going to extend our lead in the Riders' Championship. As you can see, Crutchlow with that win jumps up to 3rd place. He overtakes Dovi, but the gap now 48 points to Marc Marquez. Hopefully, there's no more races now where the AI crash. But this is why I want to restart from scratch, because I feel like things will change. You know, there'll be more patches coming out, and hopefully we'll have a bit more of a balanced career mode. But either way, there is the Riders' Championship. We then move into the Constructors, or the Team Championship, should I say. And we're currently in 3rd. Only 5 points behind Repsol Honda as Ducati extend their lead at the top. And Monster Energy Yamaha re-overtake the Petronas team, which was quite embarrassing last race for them. We then move to the Constructors, and we are 17 points behind Honda, but still a healthy 25 or 26 ahead of Ducati. So things are looking good there. But guys, that is going to be it from this episode here today for the MotoGP crewman. Fingers crossed there's no more of these weird races, and we can go to the finish now and have a bit of fun, because that's what we should be doing. So if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe if you are new for daily Formula 1 and MotoGP content, and click the bell icon, guys, to be notified whenever I do post new content. And finally, check out the 2 videos on your screen if you have missed them. But that is it from me here today at the Red Bull Ring, and I'll see you all next time for the next race here in this career mode.